So following the launch of the We Are Change initiative at our last live event, we were absolutely inundated with support from people, those who just immediately offered to pledge and to give us money and to really help us build this initiative into something a little bit special. Because of that, we realised that actually this needed even more structure around it and it needed a bit of formation, and so we decided to launch the Verve Foundation. So this is a separate company and it supports the not-for-profit initiatives that we'll be doing, the first one being We Are Change. Following this, we started to talk to some strategic partners, some of the larger companies in the UK that wanted to really help us build it and really give it that extra level of support. The pledges have then started to roll in. We've had advice firms, large and small, external firms. A huge thank you to Heather Hopkins of Next Wealth, who was our very first official sponsor, made a pledge and actually paid the entire 2 years up front, and for a not-for-profit initiative that's just getting off the ground, that made a huge difference.
The reason I wanted to get involved was because we've been so sheltered as an industry from a lot of the negative financial effects, and so it just seemed like a really simple, small way to give back a bit.
For us, we're quite a small firm, so there's only 8 of us. We've got our own sort of like graduate and training programme, but with the size of us, we can only bring in 1 person a year. So it was a great way for us to be able to kind of do a little bit more and extend our reach.
We have people that joined us in very junior positions and now taking on very senior roles. We've just seen so much benefit in having that kind of vibrancy in the team.
But if we want to encourage financial planners of tomorrow and next year, next decade, then I think it's incumbent on the profession to get together and making it easier to make a career out of financial planning and financial services.
I think that there is a kind of a nurturing, caring, philanthropic feeling when you contribute to a movement like this, which is designed to improve the future and help people who might otherwise not get an opportunity. But the hard-nosed businesswoman in me also knows that I need a pool of talent. The future of my business depends on the people that are currently training to be power planners and advisors.
So for all of those who've already made some pledges and started to contribute towards this, a huge, huge thank you from us and from the people who are going to be on our first cohort. So speaking of cohorts, as the pledges started to roll in, we felt confident that we could finally open the doors. We had ideas for a large marketing campaign, but it turns out we didn't need it. A few posts on social media, a little bit of sharing, and we've been absolutely bombarded. It's almost been too successful. In the first 5 days, we had over 300 applications, which is phenomenal. And these are mainly young people, often very qualified. Many of them already have experience. They may or may not have already considered a career in finance, but are really keen, enthusiastic, and just want that chance to get into a new job and a new career, which is exactly what this initiative was about. What we're looking to do with these applications is for those that make it through the process, pop them onto a We Are Change cohort and help them with their training. But actually, even those that aren't able to get a space, because we are limited in them right now, we are still open to be able to match them up with employers. And again, we've had advice firms that have contacted us who are looking to take on trainees, and we're starting to partner them up. The first day then for cohort 1 was on the 30th of March. It's all brand new to all of us, but it was a huge success.
There we go. Hi everybody. A big part of today is you guys all getting to know one another and hopefully all supporting each other through all of this.
We've set away that first group of trainees. They are now undertaking their RO1 studying and learning all about the world of finance. So we'll keep everybody up to date, including those who've pledged, with the progress of them in any future cohorts. And actually, because there's been that many applicants, we want to build and put on more future cohorts as soon as we possibly can. Of course, that comes down to having the pledges and having the sponsors. So if this is an initiative you've been keeping an eye on and you've been thinking about, please know that by signing up and paying £85 a month, you'll be immediately making a difference this very next month to somebody who wants a career in finance and being able to help support them with their training and getting a career. Things have started to change. We are definitely moving into the post-COVID phase. Beer gardens have reopened this week. Everybody's very excited by it. But there are still a lot of challenges, particularly in hospitality, and nobody thinks that we're out of the woods entirely. We do feel, and it's becoming very tangible, that actually this initiative is starting to make a difference within financial services and within the broader economy. So just a huge, huge thank you from everybody at Verve Group, everybody involved in the initiative, and we're really looking forward to building on this in future.
Ah, high five! It was nice, wasn't it?